up guys, how you doing, and welcome to a new episode of Bite the Bullet here on FIFA 16 Ultimate Team. We're currently rocking that 92 Suarez with the idea of possibly upgrading him at a certain number of goals or whatnot. Again, let me know down below in the comments what you think to that. Should it be 50 goals? You know, what are we, over 25 right now? So it could be in just a few episodes time we unlock ourselves that new beastly Suarez, or should this whole series just be around the 92? Let me know down below in the comments section. So you've just seen all three teams that we've got currently. This is where we're starting in today's episode with the hybrid squad, and we go into a game and we come up against a very high rated and awesome looking BPL squad. He's got some pretty epic players in there, and this is our first really major test on this game. I've come up against a squad similar to this in like our first actual game, but it was a lot closer than this one turned out to be. Kevin De Bruyne takes a shot early doors, and I found with this team, I could not get near my opponent. He was an extremely patient guy, which, well, he just held possession incredibly well. However, we get a chance with Suarez there. It doesn't quite work out in the end. Then I play it to Suarez here, scoop past the defender, get myself in the box, and that is 1-0. Completely and utterly against the run of play. We go 1-0 up in this game, and I thought to myself, oh, this is going to be good. This is going to work out for us. I just need to play very calm, very cool, collected. But he just goes on this amazing little passing spree and scores actually a quite sublime goal with Kevin De Bruyne after just a great piece of play all round. This guy's passing and collectiveness across the board was just actually really impressive. I came away like from this game, well, we'll talk about it afterwards, I guess, but just right here, it was things like this. I couldn't get close to anyone. Santi Cazorla, my God, that's a beautiful goal, and we go 2-1 down, and I felt like this wasn't going to get any better. You know, my blood started boiling a little bit. I got more and more stressed, and it was due to the fact that I couldn't hold the ball. I like to be in possession of the ball more than my opponent. He goes 3-1 up there, and it is going to basically be game over. You know, there's no point in hiding it. This is going to be a loss at this point. But it was the first time I've really felt like, my God, this guy is just completely and utterly dominating me in terms of just knowing where his players are on the pitch and me not being able to catch them, chase them, keep up with them. It was a very stressful time, and even Suarez going on runs on his own he just couldn't quite cut it. You know, this guy had defenders in the right position and all sorts of stuff, and eventually we lose the game quite heavily, and it was a frustrating time. Because we scored with Suarez, we earned one shot, but because we lost, we lose one shot. So in all effect, it's sort of like it's leveled itself out. It's a nothing. But I decided to take one of my shots from the rainy day fund. I freaking miss it, don't I? So I don't earn any extra points. All we do is waste a shot. But I'm going to unlock a 6-pointer. I'm going to get an extra person in. Obviously, if we're losing games like that, it's because the team's not strong enough. So we'll spend some of that rainy day fund on Hugo Lloris, the French goalkeeper. He can go into the squad at 6 points. That's a very costly player to go in. But you know, we had a silver goalkeeper in there at present, so switch him out, we get slightly better chemistry, and all things are starting to look a little bit better. We've just got to work on the left-hand side of this hybrid squad, and then we'll be done with it, and then perhaps you guys can come up with a new hybrid that we could use. I tell you what, I'll give you some rules now. Set me a nice hybrid that's relatively cheap, but it includes Suarez and Messi. The rest of the squad could be relatively cheap, I guess. But if you want to build some squads, just build them over and send them to me on Twitter. I think that would be quite a good idea. We get very lucky in this second game. We end up coming up against a full bronze team. I was quite excited at the prospect of this, because I know that I've got 92 rated Suarez against a bronze team. Was it easy? No. He gets through one-on-one with a guy called Wesley right now, slots it past my keeper brilliantly, and he goes 1-0 up a third of the way into the game, and that frustrated me. I'm not going to lie. I was still quite frustrated from the match before where we got slaughtered. So when you're frustrated and stressed, you make the most stupid decisions in the world, and I was doing that when I was playing. We do get a lucky goal here with Sergi Roberto. Literally, my opponent's defender kicked at his head and it went in the back of the net. So that worked. And at half time, I would say we were having a better game than my opponent. It just needed to be needed to be a bit stronger. Adriano, the left back, another new addition to the team, manages to get on the score sheet, which is pretty awesome. He scored a nice left-footed goal into the back of the net to at least put us 2-1 up into this lead. And now we can start to work on it and perhaps score a goal with Suarez and get ourselves some extra shots on the board. We do that quite nicely here. Actually a really nice goal with a lovely Berber spin and a lovely weak-footed finesse shot into the top corner from, of course, Luis Suarez, earning us that full shot on the board. And now I just needed to tighten up the defence and not let him score. Luckily he missed that one and we end up winning the game 3-1. So I don't know, I would expected to have won more than that, considering he had a full bronze team, but he was a good player, I have to admit. So we've currently got 8.5 shots in the bank, and 5 points in the bank as well, to spend on players. I'm going to spend 3 of those right now. The first shot we take, we just about hit the 5-pointer, so that obviously counts as a 5 points earned. Next shot we completely miss, and then with the final shot, I was going for another 5-pointer, and again, I completely missed. Damn it, so we earned 5 points there. We've now got 5.5 shots in the bank, and 10 points in the bank. Let's spend a little bit of them right now. We've got one final 4-pointer to unlock in the Barca squad. That is Alex Vidal. He goes into the team. And we are done with the 4-pointers for the Barca team now. We move on to the very expensive guys. So we need to start scoring loads of goals and earning loads of shots. And earning lots of points to be able to unlock these at a nice speedy rate. Vidal goes in at left wing. I prefer Munir to this Sandro guy, so I figured, you know what, we can play him on 7chem. That's not the end of the world. So he's going to go in there, and I'm going to play with Munir and Vidal as the wingers. I think that's going to work quite well. Let me know what you guys think. That's pretty much going to wrap up today's episode. If you've enjoyed, of course, smash that thumbs up button. Subscribe to my channel if you are new. I'll catch you next time with another episode, boys. Peace.